today I'm doing the tutorial to the trick, the changing card. This is the tutorial, so if you've not seen it at the performance, please click the annotation on the screen somewhere. I have no clue where, that's why I'm pointing everywhere. Go check out the performance so you know what's going on here and you understand what trick we're doing. So let's go ahead and get started. This trick actually does have 4 variations to it, so I'm going to be going over all of them in this video instead of sticking up all kinds of crazy annotations taking you to other videos. So I'm just going to put it all in this video, and hopefully you guys can understand each and every one. Pick the one out that you like the best and the one that you can do the best, and you can go trick your friends and show them what an amazing magician you are. So let's go ahead and get started. You do not need any setup for this trick. Before you start a trick, you don't have to shuffle the deck because there is no setup. It doesn't matter what cards are where, but you can shuffle the deck up, give the deck to your spectator, ask your spectator to shuffle them up, so that they know that you aren't controlling anything, and they can shuffle it up. All the cards are random, and you have nothing to do with anything. So you're gonna shuffle the cards up. After they're all shuffled up, you're then gonna ask your spectator to select a card. So they select their card, which we'll say is this one right here. Now I'm gonna take this card out, and while you are looking at this card, the 6 of spades, I am going to secretly palm the card in my hand. Palming a card in your hand means basically just putting it in your hand, and the card is in your hand, you're keeping it there casually, whatever else, and the spectator or your audience does not know that you have a card in your hand. It's called palming a hand, or palming a card. Palming a card, not palming a hand. Palming a card in your hand. So you're doing that casually. I can't really do any techniques for this. You just got to figure out yourself how you can palm the card in your hand without letting your audience see it at all. And you want to practice on keeping your hand casual so they don't know. So they take their card, they know what it is to take. You ask them to put their card back on top. So they put their card back on top, you bring the deck together, and when you bring the deck together, what you're doing is you're bringing it here and you're sliding this card out and putting it back on top. And the audience never knows that their card was there. So now you ask them again, okay, what was your card? I actually didn't look what the card was. 6 of spades. Maybe I did. I forget what it was. Whatever. So you ask the spectator what their card was. They would say the 6 of spades. So then you take the top card, flip it over and say, okay, your card has just changed. That's the trick. That's the simple way of doing it. I'm going to now go over the different variations. I actually did a different variation in my performance because since you're on camera, it's not very easy to get your attention elsewhere because you see a deck of cards in my hands. So you guys would probably, I was thinking you might possibly be able to see when you guys look when I was showing you your card that I was palming it, and I didn't have like 3 hands for like to show you one to hold and impute it, or I didn't have 3 hands for them to hold the card, hold the deck, and then palm the card. So I just decided, okay, the first variation I'm going to teach you is you actually have a card in your pocket before the trick. You stick the card in your pocket. This isn't very like magician mysterious because you have pockets and you can have something there. But when they select their card, they take their card, they're looking at it. All you then do is go into your pocket. You're gonna palm the card, bring your hand out. Your hands are your cards are already palmed. And when they put their card in the back of the deck, all you do is bring it together, put it down, show them the top card, and their card is magically changed. The second way I'm actually not gonna do, I'm gonna tell you though, is to use sticky tape, double-sided Scotch tape or sticky tape. All you do is stick on the top card. They select their card, they look at it, they know what their card is, which is 9 of hearts here. They go and put it on the top of the deck. Then all you're basically doing is say, okay, your card was a 9, right? Basically, you're just taking the top 2, you're taking the top 2 and say, okay, this is not your card, the top card's your card. You then give them the deck. They'll look through the whole deck and can't even find their card. So that is actually a good way to do it if you do have double-sided sticky tape, which I don't. So that's why I can't do an experiment or the example for you guys. But you just stick tape on the top card. Their card goes on it. You pick up both cards. They'll come together very easily because the tape is already there, of course. So then the third variation, the way to do it, actually is if you don't have double-sided sticky tape, this is probably the best way to do it, but it does involve a little bit of skill and a little bit of practice and getting the motions down. You let them select their card. They select their card. They are then, while they're looking at the card, you then palm a card in your hands. They don't see it. Their card then, which is the 7 of spades, goes back on the top of the deck. I bring the deck together. I say, okay, so your card's on the top. Now what you do is a double lift. A double lift is where you take 2 cards, lift them over and say, okay, this is this. You take and you put it back down. You have to do practice with this trick because it does take some time to get it, and right here I can get it somewhat faster. I'm not the best at double lift, but I can do it somewhat well. So basically you do the double lift right here, which usually you want to bring it around, get a hold of your pinky, the card, grab it by the middle, put it into your hand like that, and say, okay, so that's your card, it's on the top, I'm going to put it here. All I'm going to do now is a little snap or whatever, and now the top card actually is in fact not your card, you just made a change, which is basically a double lift. It's basically the same as I can't really name a trick, but when you do this is a triple lift, let me try this again. When you, these cards, these are actually like really old cards, that's why they're sticking so bad, but when you do a double lift to say, okay, look, there's your card, and now I'm going to do is take your card, put it in the middle of the deck, now look at the top card, boom, look, it's still there. It's basically that same thing, but you're actually not putting the card in the middle, and then their card magically is not on top. So you get to practice that out, but that's how you do it. And as you saw in my performance, if you saw it, when their card was here, I did a little like shoving it over the deck, whatever else. Add little extra effects in there, add little magician techniques. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the performance so you know what I'm talking about. This very move that I do to reveal your card. Add a little magical technique at the end, and it will stun your audience even more. So that has been the changing card tutorial. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Please check out the description to learn how to get some free stuff. Please subscribe, that really helps me out. And I hope it helps you guys out because I entertain you. So I just want to thank you guys very much for watching again. Please take care, and I'll see you guys soon.